Welcome to the 12th episode of Venturescape plus Clay Smith. So grateful to have everyone here. I'm very excited about today's topic, 12 steps. Of course, Venturescape plus Clay Smith is an international audio and video weekly international podcast. We are everywhere where you can find your podcast, whether it be through our website, clay-smith.co, of course, through anchor.fm/Venturescape. We're on iHeartRadio, Stitcher, TuneIn Radio, Spotify, as well Google Podcasts and Amazon Music, as well anywhere where you can find your podcast. Do download our podcast. We look forward to having you and sharing this podcast with all of your friends and your family and network. So thank you so much for all your support. Of course, you saw the title of today's podcast, which is 12 Steps. You're very familiar, many of you are familiar with the concept of the 12-step program, usually referred to, usually used by people who are normally recovering from or trying to reform a behavior or improve on certain challenges that they may be going through in their life. Many organizations have said, and there's been research, that it normally takes about 12 steps to change a behavior and to improve a performance. So you've heard this being, of course, mentioned and referred to as a 12-step program. We wanted to put a special emphasis today on the importance of taking the 12 steps. And 12 is a very powerful number. There are 12 months in the year. You've heard referred to as a baker's dozen. So we wanted to make sure that we, again, pointed to the significance of the number 12. This, of course, being our 12th episode, as well as I mentioned earlier, having a very special focus and importance on the title, which is 12 Steps. Many of you are facing, around the world, facing various challenges, and they're in opportunities for growth, opportunities for improvement. We wanted to, again, make sure that while we're taking the necessary steps to help guide you towards success, that you understand that one of the most important steps of any step is that first step. And then after that first, that second, and that third, a continuum of steps toward your goal. So albeit a 12-step program or any number of steps that you will engage on to seek a higher level of success and excellence, the most important step is the first one. The belief that taking not just that first step, but taking a first step along the number of milestones or touch points or various levels that are involved in whatever your goals are, whatever the initiatives and tasks that you will undertake to achieve whatever level of performance or improvement or success that you are aspiring towards. And again, that first step is the most important step, because you can't get to the next step until you take the first step. And that first step is very significant because it's not just a incremental movement, but it serves as a quantum shift to say that I want to improve. I want to, our organization, our team, our group wants to improve. So we're going to take the necessary steps, tasks, initiatives, goals to undertake a manner in which we want to show a level of change that is from where we are now toward where we want to be. And where we want to be once we get whatever that there is again the continuum. So again, that first step is not just an incremental step, but it's actually a quantum leap. You've heard referred to as a quantum leap. That is taking where you currently are and going into another dimension, going into another level, going into another not only status but stature, having the mentality, having the mind state to understand that you can change. And that's what this is about, changing. The world is constantly changing. You've seen some of our former uh, podcasts where we discussed the change effect, the effect of change, needing to change, knowing what change is. And one thing that we have constantly emphasized and fostered and practiced is that while change is a constant both internally and externally, you have to take the first step. And that first step is a continuous step toward your goals, toward whatever level of excellence that you're trying to see, whether it be profitability in your financial company, whether it be improvement in a relationship, whether it be physical or mental or emotional fitness, whether it be self-care, self-awareness, whether it be starting a company, an organization, a nonprofit, whether it be in your workplace performance. It can be in sport, it can be in media, technology, any of the industries. It can be in your home, it can be in your own mind. But taking that step. So the 12-step program that you normally see refers to taking that first step, which is why you've heard referred to as the most important step again, is that first step. And that first step is that continuum saying, I want to improve, I want to grow, I want to excel, I want to succeed, I want to make a difference, making that difference in your own life, because you can't truly help anyone else out until you help yourself. And helping yourself is understanding the importance of you have the power to change. You have the power to take not only just that quote incremental step, but that step that really is a quantum leap into that higher level, that higher dimension. And that's what we wanted to do at Clay Smith International, is take a series of steps, understanding that we have a trajectory by which we use as a standard, a continuum to gauge and monitor and measure what not only change looks like and internalize that concept, but have a mentality and an infrastructure by which we can continue to excel. We constantly take steps all the time to improve. Even today, even having to prepare for this podcast, there were necessary steps that we have to continue to maintain, creating, strategizing, planning out, implementing our podcast. There is a certain process and processes and sub-processes that you have to undertake to be able to produce, whether it be the equipment, whether it be the schedule, whether it be the topic, thinking through the various different things that are involved in producing, creating this podcast takes actual work and steps. There are a series of steps. There are a number of 12 steps, if you will, to understanding how are we going to create a vault of different topics that we find that are very beneficial to the masses of people that are all around the world, as we have an international audience there in Clay Smith International. Of course, we talked about many of the various resources that we have and how that we feel mirrors and exemplifies. We hope to exemplify the level of value that we want to create for you and with you. So we create platforms that we share and learn with you, collaborate with you all around the world, these various platforms, these various resources, these technologies, whether it be the live stream or whether it be sponsorship, all these various resources that we have to continue to take steps towards success, because we can't have any success unless you have success. That's our goal, to help you continue to be more successful. So that's to underscore why we wanted to discuss with you the concept of the 12-step program, a series of steps, the singular step, the most important, toward achieving success, toward achieving a higher level of performance, the results, whether it be profitability, whether it be value, whether it be streamlining, whether it be efficiency or effectiveness. All these different things that you can undertake to change your conditions, change your environment. The quickest way, as it's been said, the quickest way to change the world is to change yourself. So we want to make sure that we emphasize today, of course, how important it is for us to capture the spirit of the 12 steps, the 12-step program, and just steps toward success. So we want to make sure, again, that We emphasize how important it is for you to take that first step, to have confidence, to be encouraged, to be disciplined and diligent in making progress, not just activity, but progress, being able to measure and monitor what that success looks like. Where are your goals heading you toward? How are you measuring them? How are you managing? What are the analytics behind them? How can you validate the model, the business model, the revenue model, the profitability model? You know, what is at what cost do these things come? Your assets, your liabilities, all these different variables that are involved in helping you understand your environment, internally and externally, that get you to a better understanding and an appreciation for even the opportunity to change. So again, that's why we wanted to make sure that today we focused, of course, on all of the significant variables that are involved in the 12-step topic that we talked about today. To emphasize, we have a wealth of different resources. As you see, clay-smith.co, which is our website. Visit our website. Of course, we have our mobile app. You can download our mobile app at iOS and Android. Please download our app. We look forward to having you as part of our global network. Shout out, of course, to the Americas, Europe, Middle East, Africa, Oceania, the Asia Pacific region, all the Americas, North, Central, and South. Of course, we have, as I mentioned earlier, get your tickets for a virtual meet and greet, as well our virtual Thursday virtual meet and greets, as well as our Friday live events. You can go to Eventbrite, look for Clay Smith International, where you can find our events on Eventbrite and get a ticket for your organization. Of course, we mentioned, the podcast, which we have at Venturescape plus Clay Smith, again on all platforms, iHeartRadio, Google Podcasts. We have several events, several podcasts up right now, Radio Republic, Spotify, Stitcher, TuneIn Radio, Amazon Music, and Spotify. Of course, get and download your podcast where you can find any of the podcasts there as well. As I mentioned again, Seasons in the City, where you can get your ticket. Look for Clay Smith International. We have a series of different events that are available to you right now. Of course, we have this Thursday virtual meet and greet. Get your ticket, as well Friday live event Soho season with Clay Smith, and we have a series of virtual meet and greets each Thursday and our live event. So if you're able to attend both, wonderful. If you're able to attend one and several, certainly welcome. Get your tickets to our Thursday virtual meet and greets, as well our live events. We look forward to having you there. Of course, as I mentioned, Venturescape plus Clay Smith each Sunday, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. As well, you can find that podcast on anchor.fm/Venturescape. And as I mentioned again, Thursday virtual meet and greets, go to Eventbrite, get your ticket, as well our Friday live events as well. So we always look forward to having you join in. Speaking of joining us, we also have our podcast, as well as our Patreon, as well as our live events. Now, simply go to our Patreon, and you can, of course, which is claysmith.co. You can, of course, visit our Patreon. We have several different tiers where we provide VIP exclusive access, as well behind the scenes content that we just don't put anywhere else. Now, our Patreon community is very, very exclusive. We want to make sure that we put the kind of content, resources, and valuable information that you can use, that, again, we procure for a more bespoke experience for you. So we have several different levels, starting at just $5 all the way up to various levels as well. And we, as you see, we have higher levels of VIP access and content and resource and information the higher you go. And you can always upgrade your account as well. So we look forward to having you join us on all of our platforms for our Patreon exclusive content. Speaking of which, we're on social, so make sure that you join us on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, Instagram, Pinterest, Snapchat, TikTok, and all of our platforms. Make sure you share, like the content. Make sure you share and subscribe and follow. As well, mention hashtag, tag us on content as well. We look forward to having you. And also on all of our platforms, do join. Click that notification bell or button. We want to make sure that we keep you updated on all of our social, as well mobile, as well digital, print, and audio platforms, as well TV. We're on all smart TV and connected TVs as well. So make sure that you join us there. Similarly, we have a more boutique experience by which we have our um, not only, of course, uh, Patreon and, of course, our Venmo, our PayPal, and our Cash App services, which appreciate your donations as well. So join us on Venmo, Cash App, or PayPal. But we have a more boutique experience as well, which is our persona experience. Now, what that is having uh, people from all around the world say, uh, geographical challenges, we're not able to, although we appreciate all who have attended all of our live events and our virtual events as well. We like a video message or a live call or a social media shout out, or even a video for our business, small, large organization, a direct message chat or SMS text. We can provide that for you as well through Persona. So go to clay-smith.co/persona.html. It can be any occasion, back to school, it can be a birthday, it can be for a holiday, any holiday. It can be for just wanting us to give your family member or friend or colleague, business or otherwise, a shout out. We have a wealth of different ways through our influencer and our celebrity program, me being Clay Smith, that we can, of course, put together and compose a very unique, personalized message and or text and or direct message and or video for your individual, team, organization, or company or group. So do join us at clay-smith.co/persona.html, and we look forward to having you on a live call, video message. You can sign up at that website. Just a very small investment for such a valuable resource as well. And we certainly look forward to having you there. Additionally, we have expanded to have a sponsorship program now because we have assets in multimedia, mass media, in the web, in TV. Or again, we're on connected devices, we're on smart devices, we're on smart watches, we're on smart appliances, we're on connected TVs. We want to make sure that we pass that value on to you socially, mobile, through our mobile app, social through our, of course, our social infrastructure and social media accounts and platforms, as well in podcasts, live events, virtual events. We have a plethora of different, of course, resources and assets in a wealth of different ways. So we wanted to create a sponsorship program where we can help your brand endorsements and product placements on any of our platforms. We have a wealth of different tiers, starting all the way from platinum and diamond, all the way to associate and as well affiliate programs, where from small businesses, small organizations, individuals, solo entrepreneurs, all the way up to large corporations, we can help your organization with your advertising, your branding, your marketing, and your licensing as well. We can collaborate. Let's collaborate. Let's partner. You'll see a wealth of different benefits in our growth. We can provide the analytics. We can provide the understanding about impression, reach, and engagement, partnering with you through collaboration, and helping through our sponsorship program. Imagine, if you will, putting your banner or having us give a product endorsement or brand endorsement in a collaboration or partnership on any of our platforms, helping you on TV, putting you in front of millions of people around the world, like we are, to be able to help you understand and increase your revenue and your performance of your organization. So join our sponsorship program, clay-smith.co/sponsorships.html. Of course, you can contact us on the website, www.clay-smith.co. As well, you can email us anytime. The email address is info@clay-smith.co. That's info@clay-smith.co. The phone number is 205-538-2041. Again, the number is 205-538-2041. If you go to the bottom of our webpage, you will see a link for our Linktree account. You can visit it, and you, as you see, can go to all of our different platforms: mobile, social, Patreon, Persona, our QR code page, PayPal, Venmo, Cash App. We appreciate you supporting your donations, the live streams, the events. Of course, all of our social platforms, you can download our app. We have a few more developments coming soon. You can book us. Of course, if you notice go Google us at Clay Smith International. You see all of our platforms. We have several different sponsorships several different persona, $25 discount, of course, on our live events, as well a flat 20% discount on sponsorships, of course, persona, as well our booking a session. So if you book a session, if you sign up for our sponsorship, if you sign up for our persona services, you will get an automatic 20% discount. That's going all the way through the end of September 30th. So do sign up, get your discount, join us on all our platforms, and reap the wealth of different benefits on all of our different value-added services. We certainly look forward to having you there. And again, we, of course, as I mentioned earlier, always look forward to having you join us on any of our platforms. Again, PayPal, Cash App, Venmo. Appreciate your support, your donations, live events, virtual events. Go to Eventbrite, Placement International, Seasons in the City is the event series. Get your tickets. Venturescape, Clay Smith podcast. Of course, we're on Anchor.fm/Venturescape. We, of course, are on Google Podcasts, Amazon Music, iHeartRadio. Whether you're in flight, whether you are traveling, on the go, anywhere you can find your Stitcher, TuneIn Radio, Amazon Music, iHeartRadio. We're on smart devices, we're on smart TVs, we're on connected TVs. We're on the web, we're on TV, we're on social. Do share and follow, like our content. Mention hashtag, tag our content. Share and follow and subscribe. Share with your friends, share with your colleagues, share with your family all around the world. And of course, click that notification bell and button on all of our platforms to keep updated. Join us on our Patreon, various levels of content that we only provide there as well. Join us on Persona, our sponsorship program. Again, book a session, 20% discount for booking a session, buy one, get one free, 20% discount on the sponsorship program, 20% on our Persona services as well. And of course, you can always visit us at clay-smith.co. We always appreciate all your support, always thankful, always grateful. Certainly look forward to having you at our Thursday meet and greet. Get a ticket, go to Eventbrite, Clay Smith International. Just look for Seasons in the City virtual meet and greet coming this Thursday, as well our live events this Friday as well, all the way through October 14th. So looking forward to having you there. Always a pleasure. Certainly excited about collaborating with you. Again, shout out to Africa, Europe, the Middle East, Oceania, Asia Pacific region, South Asia, Central Asia, of course, South Africa, North Africa, Europe, Southeast, North, Central America, South America, North America. Look forward to having you at all points in between all the continents. Again, this is Clay Smith of Clay Smith International. Always grateful, always thankful to have everyone from all around the world continue to support our platform, our podcast, and our organization. Thank you so much, and look forward to talking with you soon. Be well.